Hey guys, so we're with one of our students, Marcel, and we've got some amazing news. Today you did your test for the first time in Isleworth, right?
Yeah,
And we passed first time. How did it go? Tell us about it. So what exactly happened in the test? Who was your examiner? What was the examiners like? What was the test route like? Let's let our students know
was
about
pretty
it.
nervous, to be honest. I had a motorcycle license already, but and I went to this kind of thing, but was still nervous. And honestly, the tester didn't help a lot. I tried to talk to him, break the ice, but he was just giving straight answers. And I realized that, I don't know, he was pissed with something, I believe.
So sometimes when you're doing your driving exam, you might not always get a friendly examiner. You might get someone who's just a bit, I wouldn't say rude, just someone who's just not talkative, someone who doesn't really, pays attention to you. Marcel unfortunately had that in his test. The examiner wasn't really talking to you. You tried to chat to him, but he was just ignoring you, yeah?
Yeah, I realized that he didn't want to talk or, be friendly or anything.
So sometimes that makes it a lot worse because you're trying to do your test and you're nervous as it is and you want someone to just chat to you, just see like what the vibe's like, but he's making it worse for you. So how did you overcome that? What happened? You just carried on the test? You just ignored the guy?
By trying to talk and make him talk would make me a bit less nervous, actually.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you see the person in school and whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, this guy is so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just try to calm myself.
We'll beep out that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try just to do. If I pass, cool. If I don't pass, well, I'll try again.
Yeah.
To try to break the nerves a little bit, but.
So the background of Marcel is you had a full motorcycle license.
Yeah,
so his driving was really how can I put it politely? It was dangerous a little bit. You're fast going in and out. You'll make decisions because you're used to making these quick decisions. In the driving, we have to be more cautious because our car isn't as fast as your bikes, and it's a small little car. And
I had a really bad habits, and we saw the first time we were driving together that any little space I just go because that's how I do on the bike.
Of course. So as a teacher, we try to balance it out. We try to we didn't break your confidence. We like the fact that you're confident driving, making the decisions. Sorry, but some of them were dangerous. So the first few lessons, we eased you in. We thought, okay, let you just slowly pick up the routines, the habits that we want you to pick up, such as a 6-point check, such as being safer, such as not making rash decisions, quick decisions. As a biker, you're always trying to rush to places, yeah? In the test, in our driving, we're not rushing nowhere. We're doing a 40-minute test with an examiner who doesn't want to chat to you. So we're not rushing nowhere. We're just chill, relax.
And honestly, I don't know if I should say this here, but the test is not really about if you can drive or not. The test is about if you can pass the test. Because actually my motorcycle instructor, he told me you ride good, but the things that you do, you're not gonna pass the test. So you need to adequate yourself to pass the test.
Okay.
That's the thing.
So maybe another way of putting it is you kind of know what you're doing, you know how to drive, but there's certain rules and routine the examiner wants, and you have to be able to follow their regulations, their rules, drive safely. You could I wouldn't completely disagree. Like for example, when you pass your driving, there's not many people actually fully do the 6-point check. You could argue, so I wouldn't completely disagree with you there. But going back to the test itself, so did you get a massive roundabouts? What happened? Tell us about the route. How was the route for you?
The day was really quiet actually. There wasn't a lot of
Extremely
traffic.
quiet, wasn't it?
Yeah, that helped a lot actually.
Yeah. So our test was at 10 o'clock, but we started the lesson at 9. And we expected a lot of traffic at 9, but hardly anyone around. So that was a bonus. Nobody around.
That was a bonus. And the route that he did was mostly quiet roads.
Quiet
He just
roads,
did one big roundabout.
You said he pulled you up once only, yeah?
I pulled him up just once.
Just once on the left, 6-point check.
Yeah, I made a mistake in one of the roads. I was going 20 and it was actually 30. And he told me that. He's like, I think it's 30 here.
Oh, wow.
And then, yeah.
So that's a bit of a shock. Sometimes, I mean, it's not fully a shock because sometimes they do kind of give you hints and allow you to drive. So he actually said it's 30, speed up maybe. So sometimes they won't, and that can actually be a major fault. So I think he let you off there. So that's quite nice. Okay,
on the same road, there was a car pulling out, and it's 2 lanes. So I looked around a little bit, and I moved to the other one, and and came
Say
back.
that
to
again.
the-
So you're on the left
I
lane.
was in the left lane. The car starts pulling out like 30 meters away from me.
Yeah.
I give a look around. I
Oh, so
saw
you-
a car on
you're-
the back,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
I moved to the other one instead
Okay.
of.
There's no need for that though. You didn't have to do that, did you? You
The
just
thing,
wanted
the
to
thing is,
get-
the car moved a little bit on the lane, so
Yeah.
or I would stop or reduce for him to go,
Yeah.
or I would go to the other side. But
And
I know
then-
it's my preferential,
Yeah.
so I said no, I'm not gonna stop for him.
Okay,
So I move
okay.
it to the side and
Yeah,
kind of.
okay. I mean that's because you're experienced, you're confident. Other learners might just slow down, let the guy go, and then carry on. Because
Yeah.
you always want to drive on the left-hand lane. But the good thing about you did move back into the left lane, okay. And the maneuver you got was I saw right at the end. You done the reverse bay
reverse bay
parking.
parking.
So if the test center has bays, which ISOF does, you're expected to do reverse bay parking. Okay.
Yeah, that was quite easy because there was nothing there as well.
Mm.
So it was really nice actually.
Okay. And any advice about maybe finding driving instructors, doing the driving test, lessons itself? Any final like words of advice or anything you could pass on your knowledge to the students out there? So when you were looking for a driving school,
Well, I researched it a lot,
yeah.
and well, I found you that was really really nice with me.
Yeah.
Made me feel really comfortable.
Oh,
Actually, I
okay,
had a good
okay.
time with you, man.
How much do I pay you, man? Let me just pull out.
No, don't
20,
need to pay
yeah?
anything. Don't need to pay anything. It's fine.
Cool.
Well, you can pay me a burger or something. Man.
And then so
it was
you
good.
done your research to find a driving school? Because I know you said you looked around. One of the worries was finding a driving instructor. You might not click, or they might not be like legit. You get me? So anyway, we done your research. Then we did the
Yeah, the
lessons.
thing, I was between going to a big company
Yeah.
and being someone individual like you, you know.
Mm.
And researching, I found that I think would be better for me going with the individual, because sometimes what happens is the big companies they just catch people to work for them. Sometimes they don't give a fuck.
No, let's not swear. Let's not swear. Yeah. Beep beep beep. Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright. So yeah, when you were with the big company, just so you know, we're bigger than big, yeah. We're the top dons, yeah. So, like, we're big, bro, man. So and I'm playing. So when you're with a big company, yeah, they just find any instructor. With a private company, you can research about the instructor. Okay, cool. In terms of lessons,
And the other thing is
Yeah.
because they have more instructors.
Yeah.
Sometimes I did this on the bike, and it was really confusing to me because they have many instructors. And today I make classes with you, tomorrow I make classes with someone else, and each one tells you different stuff. So
Okay.
you get confused. I got
Yeah.
confused on the test with the bike because of that.
oh, okay. And in terms of driving lessons, any advice about lessons? Like, what did you learn from a lesson for a student that you found difficult with?
Now, for me, it was difficult to adjust.
Oh, okay,
Or
changing your
like
habits.
to just change the habits.
Yeah.
Because on the bike and the
Yeah.
way I drive is on the car going 20 and
Yeah.
they're all opposites. You know?
And then okay, cool, man. So now we're gonna go for some Brazilian steaks. You got your credit card ready, yeah?
Barbecue to commemorate. Yeah.
So Marcel, let's show the certificate. There we go. Okay. Marcel, great knowing you.
Thanks, man.
Keep in touch.
Okay.